Rat Fitty 44. Rat Fitty 44.
Welcome back to another Ratface 44 reviews. My name is James, and today we have G.I. Joe Classified Series Footloose. So let's get this started. Alright guys, let's just get into it. Let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, there is Footloose all displayed out here. And one thing I didn't notice here, before, there is a hidden backpack in there. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, I didn't even know he came with a backpack, and I'm not really too sure about the vintage one. Speaking of vintage, we'll have a vintage comparison later on in this video. So let's look at the side art. Sorry about the glare. Looks pretty cool. It's throwing up the peace gang sign. Pretty freaking pretty good. And we have a digital render of Footloose here. Pretty decent. I don't know if my camera's coming off kind of blurry or not. I don't know what's happening here. So here's a nice close-up of the artwork. Pretty freaking sweet. Check out in the background there's Dusty and a make a comment down below what I can't remember the name of that tank is, and he has the M16. Sorry if I got that gun wrong. There is some battle stats. G.I. Joe Footloose, got some more battle stats. QR code, G.I. Joe logo, and it's number 156 in the line. I got trusty scalpel here. Let's break her open. Go from the bottom like we usually do. Quick shot, pretty sweet. Get the figure out. You got the helmet. You got the excellent backpack. We got a really large M16 here taped in. So let's go from smallest to biggest and take a closer look. And here is the small pistol that Footloose comes with. Pretty decent sculpt. We got one of the rockets, has a green paint application or green plastic, hard to say. We have his helmet. We got some cool kind of camouflage kind of greenery here on his helmet. You can see like the net design on top. We got some night vision tech there. We got a mic, we got a little chin strap, we have some earphones, pretty cool thing. We have the rocket launcher, bazooka. This looks kind of old school looking, nice cool paint details there of the kind of sharpened teeth mouth design there. Pretty freaking cool on both sides. It is made of a kind of a softer plastic, so it does kind of bend a bit, but it's pretty straight. And now the M16, or an AR type of rifle. We got a scope on. We have removable magazine. Came out pretty easily. It's kind of loose. Back in there tighter. Stay in there. And it is pretty straight, and it is a kind of a gummy type of weapon, of course, but at least it's straight. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the figure, and we'll take a nice close look at the paint application and face printing of this figure. His face, pretty decent looking. Let's get a nice zoom in shot of that. And that's a handsome man. He got the mustache. He has this brown kind of reddish hair. Looks pretty good. I like that. And moving down the neck, you can see like they painted his chest. It's definitely not a very good paint match, but you know, what can you do? From a distance, it's not too bad. So moving down, he has a web gear here with the kind of a smoke grenade or whatnot. Got lots of pouches. Looks like there is should be a knife. I may have missed that. It's I missed the knife. It's in here. It's barely visible. There it is. Let me get it out. There we have it. We have the microscopic knife. It is very, very small. I didn't even see it. I mean, you know, I have glasses on, so I don't know. It is really, really small. Nice silver blade. You know, nothing special. Got a handle, it's black handle. All right, let's get back to the figure here. It's a good thing I noticed that there is a knife sheath here on his web gear. That's pretty sweet. We got a nice American flag here with some in black with some stars. It's pretty sweet. I like the multiple type of green here, OD green. We got a red 4-leaf clover, pretty sweet. And the camouflage is pretty freaking cool, man. And we got a magazine here already installed in his belt, which is pretty sweet. And I'm hoping this would come out. I don't think it's removable. It might be, but whatever. We got some more pouches here. We got a gun, pistol holster. We got a floating belt. Pretty freaking cool. We got kind of a green wristband here. And we have another wristband here on his wrist. It's of course it's on his wrist because it's a wristband. And it's a watch with some nice red printing on there. Pretty nice. Check that out. That is pretty cool. Moving down the figure, you know, floating belt with all the pouches, camouflage pants, OD green, pretty freaking sweet. We got a twisted ankle. Let's fix that. And we got some really cool boots. Pretty awesome. Pants are right down low. That is pretty freaking cool, man. So let's do let's check some articulation here. Wiggle test. Pretty good, pretty tight. Got some nice hula hoop action here. And he does have an ab crunch. A little ratcheted. It's a little loose in the waist. Once I start moving it. We got double jointed elbows. We got some sort of butterfly shoulder joints. We got some nice rotation around the neck. Double ball hinge. Goes all the way around. Pretty cool. Moving down, we got some slight drop down hips, cut at the thigh, double jointed knees, and they are loosey goosey. One's a little bit tighter than the other. Yeah, knees are loose-ish. At least it's not locked, I guess. I like all the pouches on this figure. It looks pretty cool. Right on. So that's pretty quick. Little rundown. And I do like Footloose. He is a pretty cool figure. He fits right in with the OG G.I. Joe for sure. And yeah, let's go ahead and gear him up. So the first thing we're gonna do is probably just go ahead and just put his helmet on. I think the best way to do it right now is to just put his head in the helmet first. It's I find that with the classifieds it is easier to do that, and try to get his head straight. Fits in really well. Go ahead and put it on his head, on his neck I should say. Alright, so let's maximize his potential with putting in a little gun. Fits in really well. We got the knife. I would put it like maybe on the bottom. You could put it on the top, I guess, if you want. I don't know what's easier. Kind of blocks the pouches here. I'm gonna, for shits and giggles, I'm gonna try putting it on the top here. Yeah, I know, probably could. It's a little bent actually. I don't know which way you're gonna put it. I'm gonna check that picture and see how he has his knife. So you can see it is on the bottom. That's pretty cool. So far so good. He looks really good. I think he looks pretty freaking badass. So I'm gonna put the backpack on last because it might fall off. So the M16 is very easy to put in his hand. Looks pretty freaking sweet. Check that out. And we have the grenade launcher, or I think it's a rocket launcher. His elbow is really stuck a little bit. Yeah, one of the hinges is a little tight. It's not bad though. You just start moving it around. Should be good. So it took me a while. I figured out how to put this in his hand. I think this is the way it should go. Let me know in the comment section down below. Does this look correct to you? I don't know. But yeah, let's go ahead and put this rocket into the rocket launcher, and it fits in just like that. I think this is the best I can do. Like, he has to look down the sight, right, to shoot it. Anyways, backpack time. We didn't look at the backpack, didn't we? Sorry about that, guys. So here's the backpack. Pretty standard looking. You got the water canteen there. Got some pouches and buckles and straps and whatnot. Pretty cool. I like classified figures with backpacks, and they should all come with backpacks. If the vintage one did come with one. I don't know if I will have them set up like this, you know. And that rocket just fell out, so I think I'll just have him with the M16. I think that looks the coolest, and he definitely looks like a Vietnam. Looks like he's in Vietnam during the war in Vietnam. So he looks freaking cool. I think this is a freaking phenomenal figure, and this is probably how I'm going to display. I don't know if I'll probably just have it around his shoulder or something like that. I think that's the way to go, like that. That's how I kind of display my vintage bazookas, or rocket launchers, I should say. So, speaking of vintage, so I drop down the camera here. Let's go ahead and do a vintage comparison. And this is my vintage Footloose. He is in pretty nice condition, I might add. And let's zoom in on his face here. Let's get it to focus. Thank you very much. There we go. And I think it was last year, the year before, I did get his helmet. So I was pretty happy with that. You can't have Footloose without a helmet, really. He just doesn't look like Footloose anymore. So it's pretty much all the same. You know, he has a web gear, he got grenades, pouches, and whatnot. You got the patch on his shoulder. And I really like this figure. This is really, really cool figure looking, definitely. And the only thing wrong with my vintage one, maybe he needs a new O-ring, or one of his knees are kind of loose, so it's a little bit tricky to stand up sometimes. So check out the boots, similar boots. So here is the comparison. Let's back up the camera a little bit. Camera's a little low here, so just bear with me. So here we go. There is the nice comparison. And this is the only accessory I have is his helmet. I do not have his machine gun, unfortunately, but maybe in the future I will get it. I'm not sure if it came with a backpack or not, like the OG one. I have to look into that, but it's nice to have the classified version with a backpack. And there you go. There's a little backup shot here. And there you go, guys. There is my review of Footloose. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe to get more classified and Action Force figure reviews. If you want to check out my back catalog, I have 100 videos of figures that I've reviewed in the past. And thanks for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks for the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Yo Joe and Cobra!